Hey guys, Chris here with OmniMetrix and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be going through our all-new redesign of the OmniView app that is now available in the App Store and in Google Play. Now this app will still allow you to see all things OmniView that you would find on your desktop on a mobile version, whether it's a phone or tablet, but gives you a nice, cleaner look, a whole lot easier to use and find all your units in one spot. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and I'll show you all the new stuff.
So, first things first, you will need to go to the App Store or Google Play and download the OmniMetrix app. So, when you search, just type in OmniMetrix. I already have it typed in here. You do not want to type in OmniView or any of the previous app names. Just simply type in OmniMetrix and it will show you here. You will see the OM logo and you will see screenshots of the app with this background. Simply hit download and it will download it to your phone. Once it's ready, hit open and you'll be able to log in. Now, I have previously had the app on my phone, so it's going to ask me if I would like to go ahead and set up my biometric authentication. You can either do Face ID or thumbprint depending on what mobile device you have, but if you want to do the biometrics, you can do that. If you are logging in for the first time, it may ask you to log in via username and password, just depending on what settings you have on your phone. So I'm just going to hit allow and show you both ways. So if you hit allow, notice it scans my face and takes you right to the home screen. Should you need to log out, the menu's at the bottom. Just hit more, hit sign out, and it'll ask you to sign out. Now, if you want to log in via username or password, this is the home screen. Again, it may take you here if you have never logged into OmniView via the app, and you will just type in your username and password. And once you hit login, you can do that. I'm going to log back in with my biometrics just because, again, to me, it's a little bit easier to have everything stored. And if I need to hop in to the app while I'm on the go, if I get a text message or email saying the generator is an alarm or fault or there's an issue, I can simply go into the app, log in that way, or I can keep it on in the background and have it there. So, now that we are logged in, this is the all new home screen. Notice you have these big tiles. Very, very easy to read and gives you a nice cleaner look and a lot easier to use. So at the top under select company, if you manage multiple accounts, you can actually tap and select the drop down and you can type in and filter that way, but most of you will just be under one profile. You can also show your inactive devices. So when you log in, it's only going to show you active devices just like desktop. But if you toggle, notice the total devices, the devices in alarm, fault, all that changed. But I'm going to turn it off because I only care about active devices right now. Underneath that, you will see, as I mentioned, total devices. You will see your devices in alarm, devices in fault, if you have any devices running, as well as any devices that are in an area that may have a poor air quality. Now, that is a feature if you have enabled and you are in an area with some strict regulations. You can see which devices are affected by the AQI integration. If you are interested in that and you do not have it, just let us know and we can help you get set up with that should you be in an area that is affected by air quality index standards. So let's go into total devices and I'll show you what has changed here with the new look. So at the top, you'll have your select status section. So I can actually select the devices based on the same menu from the home screen. This just makes it to where I don't have to hop back. So if I want to see my devices in alarm, I can filter it that way, see all the devices in alarm. If I want to see the devices in poor air quality, I can see those. Notice there's none there because I don't have any. But just another way to filter to keep you from having to go back to the home screen or jump around menus. I can also now search the devices. So if I know the unit ID, let's just say it's 100. Notice I have it there, but it'll also slowly filter. So you see I have 10, so it has all the ones with that number. I can also look it up by the unit description. So I'm going to look for my test unit. Notice it's Chris's test unit, and I can see that. Below that, you can also sort by the device ID. So this will put them in order by the unit ID numerically, and you can do ascending or descending. You can also do the unit description, which will sort them alphabetically by that unit descriptions. Same way, just ascending or descending. Notice it's changing. And again, if I want to see inactive units, I don't have to go back to another menu. I can just simply toggle that on and off, and I can see everything right here. So it makes it very, very easy to get where you need to go from each screen. So now let's select a unit and see the device details. But before we do that, if you do need to go back to a previous screen, notice there's not a back button here, but we have these 4 menus at the bottom. You can't see my finger hitting it, but I will hit home. And notice I can go to device list, device details. But if I do need to go back, that is the easiest way to go back. These menus act as filters. So if you're on a device and want to go back, as I mentioned, let's say you clicked the wrong one, whatever it may be, you can just tap the list to go to the previous screen or even go back to the main screen. These menus also do save. So let's say I hit the unit 3045, but I didn't mean to go to that unit. I go back to device list, but then realize, oh, I need to do it. I can actually just hit device details. This will help if you have a long list of hundreds of devices and you don't want to go through and filter and find everything. You can simply go back to the device details and it will put them in there for you. Likewise, if you want to refresh any of the menus, just simply pull down from the top and it will refresh the menu for you. And it's just that simple. Another thing that you can tell on this screen is, notice unit 100 is green. It has the shield with the check mark. That means that the device is all good, no alarms, no faults. But notice 3045, you see the hammer and the wrench icon to the left, as well as the red pulsating bell. That shows that the unit is in alarm. And the one below that, you can see the orange hazard pulsating icon as well. That means that unit is in fault. So unit 10796 is both in alarm and in fault, and I can tell from this screen without having to go here and see alarm and fault at the top. So you can see exactly what you need to on these menus. No matter which one you are, it gives you the information that you need. So now let's get a specific unit and go to the device details. So I'm going to select 48519, and it will take you to the device details screen. At the top, you'll see the unit ID, the unit description. You'll see that the shield has the check mark, so you know that it's not an alarm or fault. Also, as I showed you in the previous unit, you can see the alarm and fault on the top right. Below that is the device metrics, where you can see the site ID, you can see the running status, fuel level, engine hours, supply voltage, and age of last data. So it gives you a lot of good information right there. Underneath the device metrics, you'll see device info. I'll hit that, and this screen may look familiar, but this is the dashboard that you would see on desktop. So it has all of your columns, everything from your unit ID to your fuel level, oil pressure, if messaging is enabled, the install date, everything that you would find on that dashboard if all of your columns were activated. That is what you would see here. We do not filter this just because everything is buried and we kind of give you all the information up front. So just remember, when you're here, it will be all of the columns in your dashboard, not your custom dashboard that you would see on desktop. Underneath the device info, you'll see the alarms and faults. This one specifically is not an alarm or fault. So if I go here, you can see it's not there, but it will show you the history of cleared alarms. It will show you the alarm ID condition. It will show you what it was and the timestamp of when it was actually cleared. Same thing if you go to the faults. You notice it has the timestamp of everything there. Now I will go back. Let's find one that's in alarm. And you'll see it's showing the alarm ID condition. The generator is not in auto. It's still in alarm, so there's no timestamp showing it's changed. But if you go down, you can see all the previous cleared alarms. It will be the same thing if you have a unit that has a fault. So it'll give you the timestamp, the parameter, the low alarm, and high alarm values as well. We will go back to... Now, underneath views, you will also find the air quality. So notice here I have the AQI integration active, and I can see that the current air quality score for where this unit is located is 19. So it is within the range, so I can run my exercises. Underneath that, you will see the device commands. This specific one has not only your get data, but this unit has the ability to remote start stop. So you can do that from the app. One thing I personally like is if I hit get data, notice it asks me to confirm. So it just wants to verify that second one. This comes in especially in handy should you want to start or stop the generator, because let's say I want to start the generator because of power loss and there is a technician there. It will ask me to confirm, so if I accidentally tap it or if I meant to hit stop, it just gives you a little bit extra fail-safe just in case you make that mistake. We obviously want to make sure the generator does not get broken, but more importantly, if you have a technician or anybody working on it, that the generator does not turn on and cause any problems or injuries to them as well. Now, after the device details, we will click the More menu, and you will see these actions. So you saw that I can sign out from here as well, but you can also utilize the unit activation page directly from the mobile app. So if you wanted to activate a unit, you can do it from your mobile device. You don't have to carry around a laptop or use a desktop version, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Unit activation, just click it. You'll have your unit info in commands and data tab. Notice I go here, I can send a command, I can see the raw data, I can hit refresh. On the unit ID, if I need to activate a new unit or I'm trying to put it in, I can click target unit ID and it will pull up all of my units. If I need to see a unit that's inactive and I'm trying to activate it, I will just need to make sure that I am showing all of my inactive units as well. And notice it has these specific units with just numbers. Those are inactive units. I can select that and go through the full unit activation process. Now, I'm not going to do that now. I do have a full tutorial that I will link in the description below on how to utilize the unit activation page, but it is very, very quick, easy, and will save you time. And then what you can do is once you put in all your information, just hit update monitor and that will save it. If you are ready to activate the unit and start monitoring, just simply hit activate. I do warn you that once you hit activate, that it will start the monitoring and billing cycle. So if you are not ready for that, don't hit activate. But if you wanted to get ahead of an install, you can do all this information prior. And then once the unit is activated and the whole activation process has been completed, just hit activate and that's all you have to do.
So that's the all new updated OmniView app. So you still get that same functionality, but it's obviously a much cleaner, much easier to use layout that you would find from our previous version. Now, if you have not downloaded the app, here's the easiest way to find it. Just go to our website, OmniMetrix.net. You'll scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage and you'll see a link for the App Store as well as Google Play. Depending on your device, just click one of those and it'll take you right to the link of those apps within the app stores. Now, as I like to end all these videos, I wanted to go over the customer support section of OmniView. There you will find our customer support form. If you have any issues, that'll put you in touch with our tech support team directly and they can walk you through everything. If you need to get a hold of them on the phone, just give us a call at 770-209-0012, then hit option 2 and that'll put you in touch with our tech support team. The second one is our OMV 2.0 feedback form. That will allow you to give us feedback on what you want to see. Maybe, for example, with this app, you didn't like the look and feel, it was a little bit too clunky, so to speak. You can provide that feedback to us, and we'll take it and create these enhancements and new features within OmniView that make your experience that much better. And final is a link to all the videos like this one, whether it's tutorials, product walkthroughs, installs, and everything in between. You can find that on our YouTube channel, and we will keep you updated with all things OmniMetrix. So on behalf of all of us here, we want to thank you for your support and partnership, and we'll see you in the next one.